So my plan was to make banana bread while we are stuck in the house with our snow days, but everybody freaked out and bought all the bananas. I'm gonna bake something, so I think we're gonna make some chocolate crinkle cookies. I've never made those before, but they do have to chill for quite some time. So I think I'll make the dough now and then let it chill, and then we'll bake the cookies later tonight. I gave Riley my food scale so she could make her sourdough. So if this turns out bad, it's not my fault. It's because I was trying to be a good friend. Spencer and I have plans to go get dinner later. We're gonna wait until it's like a little closer to like actual dinner time because our HelloFresh got delayed because of the weather. So I'm gonna try to knock out some more of my book. I got a new Kindle case. I'm really bad for just tossing this in my bag, and it's got like a little scratch on it. So I got one that has the little lid on it, but you can still see the stickers. So I've got my drink, I've got my fireplace going. I'm sure he will come jump in my lap, and we'll try to just knock out some pages. I have like 5 days to finish this book. Gotta get going. Let me see how many hours are left in it. There's just over 7 hours left in the book. So if I do 2 hours today, 2 hours tomorrow, and 2 hours after that. Oh my god, hi! Car vlog! It's nail day today. I'm on my way to get a new set. My appointment is not for another 40 minutes and it's literally right down the road. So I'm gonna go get some coffee first. I'm going to my favorite local place. It's called the Local Press. They're a small business. I'm pretty sure most places were only closed like 1, maybe 2 days. Where you spend your money matters. Don't let people convince you that boycotting doesn't work.
because money talks. I'm probably gonna finish my scrapbook today. I don't know if I'm gonna finish my book for real. I know I've been saying that. I know this is a surprise to no one. Maybe I should go ahead and pick my next read. Maybe that's what I'll do.
It's scrapbooking day. I'm kind of unprepared, if I'm being completely honest. I haven't really even thought about what I want to print out. So that's what I'm in the process of doing right now. It would be fun if we did a little something different where I choose my next read. We're just gonna go through my Fable app and pick what I read for the month of February. No matter how hard I try, I cannot read more than one book a month. I don't know if that's a character flaw. Let's just get right to it. I quit using Goodreads, I think this time last year, because Goodreads is just so bad. So bad. I kept waiting and waiting and waiting for them to... What do you want, ma'am? Come here. Come here. She's being so loud. Such a small girl. Oh, okay, thank you. I just kept waiting and waiting and waiting for them to update, and they never did. And that app looks like it came straight out of the early 90s. It's just not efficient, and hello. It's just so outdated. And this app is so much fun. I love this app, and I find it a lot more motivating to read with this app. So currently, I did read today. I actually haven't finished my book. I might mark, I did read a lot last night. I'm up to like 45%. Oh, shoot. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it before the end of the month. I might just say I did. I haven't been as like invested in this series as I normally am when I read it. But again, it's probably because I've read this series like 9 times. I will either finish the book truthfully, or I'll just say I finished it and just kind of not finish it. Let's pick what I read next month. So let's go to my TBR. Yes, it is It's February. And some of these I have read that I need to like honestly update my TBR. What am I thinking? Should I read The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes? I still haven't read that one. I watched the movie, and I plan to read it. I don't know if I'm in the mood for like a standalone or if I want to start a series. I'm trying to like prep into like springtime because I like a very specific type of book or series in springtime. Should I be really basic and read like a, oh my gosh, I literally haven't even finished First Time Caller. I never did finish this. I keep forgetting that. I started this back in September and never finished it. This is actually like not my normal type of like genre. Like this was like my first time reading like kind of like a, I don't know if it's a standalone. I don't know if it's a duology or not. But this type of like romance novel, I guess. It's not that I didn't enjoy it. I was enjoying it. I read less than 10 chapters, I'd say. And I think I started reading it in fall time. I'm so weird, but I just couldn't read this type of book in the fall time. So maybe this is cute for spring. It just keeps bugging me, it being on my list that I haven't finished it, because I do want to finish it because I've heard really good things about it. Maybe this should be my choice for February. Plus, it's kind of perfect because it's pink and orange and aesthetically it fits February. This might actually be a really great choice because February I can read this book. Then in March, maybe I could read The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, question mark? Because last March is when I read Sunrise on the Reaping, so I'm probably going to be really nostalgic about that and want to reread it, or at least kind of re-enter the Hunger Games world, because I live in a constant state of wanting to be mentally in the Hunger Games world. Maybe this is the right call. So I'll finish First Time Caller. Scratch that. I'll finish In the Afterlight, actually, and then I'll start First Time Caller and read that for February. That was easy. Normally it takes me way longer. But also, how long is Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes? That's a long book, isn't it? Really long. Just tell me how many pages it is. $541 pages. That's pretty long. That's almost 600 pages. Like, that's not the quickest read in the world, because all the other ones are pretty short. Yeah, all the other ones are pretty short. But I also just haven't read it because I didn't really think I cared that much about Snow's backstory. Which normally I love a backstory. I love a villain origin story. But I just didn't really care that much when it came out. Which is very unlike me. It's very out of character for me. What are you crying about? And then also, once the weather is better, I can start like reading my, listening to my audiobooks. Hi, baby. Start listening to my audiobooks while I walk every day. I usually read a lot. I can kind of like bust out a lot more. You're the good child. You know that, right? You want to say hi? That is a wrap up on this month. Remy, what the fuck was that? You're annoying. I was gonna do a review of In the Afterlight, but I've just read that book so many times. I think I've almost done myself a disservice by reading it so many times because it was quite literally my favorite book in high school. I still loved it, but I think I've just kind of outgrown it a little bit. Nothing in the book is really surprising to me at all. I literally almost had the book memorized. I love that series. I do. I love the series so much. I think I might have just like outgrown the reading style just a smidge. Just a smidge, which is fine because I read that book for the first time over 10 years ago. I was a literal child. But, you know, outgrowing your childhood favorites that don't always, you know, stand the test of time can be best friends. Best friends. She's gonna bite him here in a second, I can tell. Not that it's like aged poorly. I don't think it has at all. It's just sometimes like I read too frequently and then I don't know, it takes away what's special about the book when I've like read it too much, I think. So I probably won't read this series for a very long time, if ever again, which actually makes me really sad to think that. So maybe I won't add that note of like finality to it. Maybe that'll be kind of a challenge for me this year, or a goal for me this year, is to kind of focus on reading new things, which I was really good about that last year. I'm a creature of habit. Unfortunately, I love to reread books that I love, clearly. That's how I've ended up in the spot that I'm in, where I've read the same book like 10 times. Anyways, I was good about it last year. I did reread a couple books that I'd already read. I tried to like space it out in between like reading new things. Which, did I love all of the books that I read for the first time? No, but you know, you gotta reach out and branch out and explore sometimes. Because how can I expect to fill my life with books that I love if I only ever reread the same 10 books that I've loved since high school? You know, you gotta explore and you gotta grow a little bit. So anyways, that was my journey of finding my February read. Again, it went a lot smoother than I thought it was going to. Hey, join me this month to see how I can keep up with it. And thanks for watching.